Hi. Thank you for attending today's reading. Let's begin. The movie Encanto quite literally has shaken our lives lol, so like everyone in the USA I have watched Encanto and its chef kiss, the best movie since Coco that depicts generational trauma beautifully. Coco touched on generational trauma very little, but nonetheless it was a subject touched which in turn my cousins and I truly appreciated and loved the movie that much more. Anyway, when Encanto came out, my cousins all said they would watch it together since they live close to one another, so they watched it before me. They actually gave no spoilers when I asked them for it, and instead they told me that this movie is so painfully beautiful and advised me to watch it alone and on a day off, so I did just that. I cried during Louisa's song. Then it hit me that I am the Louisa and Isabella of my family, and it was so painful and in my face that I cried all day. Afterwards, in my cousin's group chat, we all discussed this movie and the important points we took from the movie, and we even agreed that our mothers and fathers should watch it. At first I was on board, but then I told them it wasn't a good idea lol, and well, they rounded up my mom, some sisters and a few brothers, and it officially started a war in my family. My mom was the first one to call me and pretty much apologized to me for a lot of things she felt she could have protected me from. TBH, my family dynamic is all messed up, but nonetheless I told her she didn't have to apologize. I am learning to let go of the past, so yeah, I tried my best to tell her no matter what I was loved, just little things here and there I can work on and let go, but that's something I need to take care of. Well, this movie also showed my cousins and even my mom are seeing our family members' true colors. Like my cousin Guero and I grew up together as brother and sister. I call his dad Papi Pepe and his mom is my Mami Chayo. But as I got older I felt the resentment my Mami Chayo had towards me. BC, she is my grandma's biological daughter and once favorite, but I took that title from her. I remember expressing sadness over this with Guero, who I view as my brother, and he felt like I was exaggerating. But after he saw his mom's reaction to the movie, he also called me apologizing for his mom. He felt like he could have been nicer to me about my feelings and been there for me, but again, to me, all of this is water under the bridge, but not to my family. And I also got videos of one of uncles having a meltdown over being the Bruno in our family. Him and my mom are Bruno. And like he is rightfully upset that they had to bear a horrible cross and be shunned for speaking horrid truths my family tries to hide. That video made me cry. BC, he is so right. I wish I was home to give him the biggest hug and kiss. But yeah, just thought I'd share how a Disney movie has dismantled my family lol. End of story. Next story. I kinda ruined a kid's birthday party. Welp. First post and it's gonna be about me being kind of a jerk. Alright. Let's take it back about 3 years ago. I just finished putting in a few applications for a couple jobs and decided to go get something to eat because I had to walk about 20 minutes to each place. I stop at a McDonald's because it was cheap and I had no energy to go somewhere healthier. Walking through the parking lot, I saw it was absolutely packed with cars. Kinda like when they were doing the Sichuan sauce thing, but no screams of "Pickle Rick" were heard. This time, since it was a Friday and around the time a nearby elementary school got out, I figured these were parents taking their kids to go eat. But when I walk inside, there is not one person in the main area at all. Kinda like the apocalypse just started and everyone got raptured. So I call out to the silence, "Hello?" No answer. And as I'm turning to leave, thinking something's gone way wrong, this woman appears out of thin air behind me. You know Judy from Avatar? Imagine that level of creepy. She says, "Hi there," in about as annoying of a voice you'd think, and starts sizing me up looking for something. Before I can say anything she says, "So where's Tammy's present?" Quote, "Might have been Tina. I dunno. Once I tell her I don't have one, she points to the door behind her and says, 'Well, you can leave then.' Naturally I take this as a joke because, well, hungry. So with the dots connected I try to laugh it off, and as I turn around to go wait for an employee to show up, she steps in front of me and does a cross between a mom bar and a stiff arm. I could have left, but I just had to ask, 'Are you serious?' And she launches into a torrent of private party, this and disrespectful, that. During which a worker finally comes half to my rescue by simply shouting, 'How can I help you?' I say my order only to get shouted over by this very angry mother. After maybe 3 minutes of ear-piercing screaming, the birthday entourage of about 12 parents and 20 kids come in from the place of hell only to see me sitting in a booth with the birthday girl's mom giving me the business. One of the parents does that, 'You're being an ass' throat clear, and she turns around and the birthday girl, tiara, dress and all, says, 'Mommy, why are you yelling at that person?' And the mother starts stammering for words. Obviously she can't bring herself to say, 'Oh, our private party in a damn McDonald's was so rudely interrupted by someone who was hungry of all things.' So I decide to give her a hand and say, she was just telling me how excited she was to get each of you 20 nuggets. Turns out, kids go apeshit for McNuggets. Like, damn. Even some of the parents were kinda hype. But it all ends quick as the birthday mother says loudly and slowly, 'No one is getting nuggets.' First a sob, then a cry, then about 16 to 17 full-blown tantrums break out. Nuggets were falsely promised and now their dreams are in shambles. One kid threw napkins. Another started throwing presents. In the chaos I ran to the counter where my food was waiting for me. I quickly paid and tore out of McDonald's faster than I ever have before. On the way out I heard 3 parents yelling, 'Put the cake down.' I can only assume the many screams I heard were someone putting the cake down on the floor. Well, I hope this isn't too wall of text-ish. But if it gets taken down, so be it. Moral of the story? Do not lie about nuggets. End of story. That is all for today. If you want to support my automated channel, feel free to drop a like and subscribe. See you tomorrow.